Lisa Donner here with Liberty Nation, and with me today is actually my better half, Tim Donner, who recently wrote an article for Liberty Nation talking about a study done in The Nation, a pretty far leftist publication and has been for many, many years. They did a study recently on the collusion Russian situation concerning the DNC hack. Tim, I'm wondering if you can give us the story that The Nation had in a nutshell.
Well, Lisa, the fine folks who read Liberty Nation may be wondering why the Russia story, the story of their interference in the election and their supposed collusion with Donald Trump, has sort of slowly disappeared from the headlines. And it could be in part because this study by The Nation, which you referred to, and this is a far left publication, it's the oldest magazine in the country, as a matter of fact, has done an independent investigation. And even though The Nation and their allies on the left would like to reach the opposite conclusion, what The Nation has concluded is that the famous, or now infamous, hack of the Democratic National Committee, which has long been accepted as having been done by the Russians, was in fact not a hack at all. It was rather an internal leak from the DNC itself that resulted in the revelations that were eventually unveiled or released on WikiLeaks. So this is really major news, but even though it's been brought forward by a leftist publication, the establishment media has all but ignored it, and rightfully so, I guess, because it just drives a stake through the heart of their contention that there clearly was Russian interference in the election in the person of the DNC hack, and that by extension, Donald Trump must have been involved in it.
Well, that leads really right into my next question, which is, why isn't the left reading or listening to the left?
Well, I think the answer is quite simple, because it does not fit in with their narrative, which has been shoved down the throats of the American people from the day after Donald Trump was elected, which is that essentially, Lisa, come on, America couldn't possibly have elected this guy fair and square. There must be more to it. He must have cheated. He must have had help. And certainly with his statements about Russia and wanting to reach something of an accommodation with them, that's enough for them to put those two facts together and advance this narrative, which is really a dastardly lie that's been thrust on the American people.
So, Tim, do you think this story published in The Nation and researched by The Nation will ever see the light of day in anything other than Trump TV?
I think if it ever sees the light of day, so to speak, it will be in hindsight. Rather, I think what the left is likely to do in the establishment media is to just quietly withdraw from the Russia hysteria, put it down, we'll say, on page 6 instead of page 1, and they'll just bide their time until Special Counsel Robert Mueller comes forward with any indictments that he, might recommend based on his investigation. I think the left, to save face, will want to just quietly withdraw from this story and sort of pretend that they never thrust this on the American people hysterically.
Lisa Donner here. You can read Tim's fine article right here on libertynation.com, and this is LNTV.